Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm Heidi Fannin, and I want to share with you a short video clip of my friend Markus Kasunich, who is a great teacher of mine, and he's going to share with you today what is spirituality.
This is Markus, and I would like you to answer for me, what does spirituality mean to you?
Spirituality is a really interesting term. You hear it bantered around a lot in spiritual circles and various peoples when they're thinking about their process. But if you think about the word spirituality, what the word actually means is of spirit, which really in essence doesn't really mean that much about anything, because the truth is everything's of spirit. A chair is of spirit, a person's of spirit, plants are of spirit, everything's of spirit. So in the context when people talk about spirituality, they're often talking about it in terms of something other than religion. But really what they were talking about when they talk about the word spirituality is a relationship. They're talking about their relationship to spirit, their relationship and how they engage with it, how it looks to them, what it means to them. So for me, when you use the word spirituality, it's this bucket or this container about somebody's experience and their whole set of beliefs and understanding about how they connect to this thing called spirit, or the essence of the universe, or this energy that is everything, that moves through everything. So for me, the word spirituality in essence, it doesn't mean anything, and it's really about what people project on it and the relationship that they have to it. And that's very different than the way most people think about it. They compartmentalize it and say, well, this is a spiritual activity, and that's a spiritual activity, and this is not a spiritual activity. And if you look at it from the context of just the word and what it means, what it really means is just everything is spiritual, which means everything has an aspect or can be engaged with based on your relationship to it in a spiritual way. Or if you want to take the word spiritual out of that and even make it even a little more different in terms of understanding, you can use the word awareness. So really, spirituality is a relationship, your awareness and your relationship with that awareness to everything in your world and how you engage with it. Now, so doesn't become these containers that are filled up with this is a spiritual activity and yoga is a spiritual activity and I believe going to church is a spiritual activity. It really comes back down to anything in your world can now be viewed and experienced through the filter, through the relationship of awareness and consciousness, which means it's spiritual. So for me, the word spiritual always implies that kind of relationship and the deepening of awareness. Now, when I talk about the deepening of awareness, it's not just your relationship to your outer circumstances and to all these things where you apply and experience that awareness through. It really starts inside. It's the relationship you have at the core of who you are as a being. You have this experience with self, and as you have this experience with self and deepening this relationship with awareness and consciousness of who you are as a being, you then project that experience and that relationship out to everything in the world. So then it stops becoming this compartmentalized thing that we go to or experience only in this context or in that context, and it starts to become a way of being. First you engage with yourself at a deep spiritual level with more awareness and consciousness, and then that ripples outward to everything and anything that you do in your life. So really what we're talking about is a relationship. We're talking about maybe a new relationship, an evolving relationship, about how you engage with consciousness and awareness to everything in your world. Therefore, everything becomes spiritual. Everything is spiritual, and the way you engage with it is really based on your level of awareness, how much intention you want to put into it, how you want to experience it, and how you want to use all those different things in your life as a means to explore and celebrate this essence of who you are as a being.